What's going on, you guys? So, Triple G got kicked out of the SNAC program. He got kicked out of Victor Conte's SNAC program. You know, shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV for the news. I heard it from him, and I went in and did my little investigation on it. And yeah, Triple G got kicked out of the SNAC program. And they made it look like it was, they kind of dressed it up nice for him. You know, they didn't make it look like he got the boot, but in reality, he got the boot. Now, it raises questions as why, you know, he got kicked out of the program. You know, you got all these other fighters that completes the program, that participates in the program with no problems. You know, the Devin Haney's, the J-Rocks, the Mikey Garcias, the Andres of the world, Danny Jacobs. Triple G gets kicked out. He gets the boot. Now, public perception of guys like Gennady Golovkin is that these nice dudes, he's a real nice guy, he's humble, you know, all this and that and third. But if you really look deeper into some of these guys that don't speak English that we can't really fully relate to because there's just a huge language barrier, Triple G, he's a fucking asshole, okay? Based off of everything we know about Golovkin, and you Triple G fans may not like this, but based off of everything we know about Golovkin, the dude he's an asshole. You know, he cut off Abel Sanchez once he got the equity and got the DAZN deal. He cut off the guy who got him there. You know, Abel Sanchez, like I said before, did a phenomenal job in building the Golovkin brand. He did an amazing job. You got to give him credit for him and his team. You know, they damn near cut off Tom Loeffler too. You know, they made him take a back seat. But these are the guys that helped him get to where he is today, and he just kind of kicked him to the side of the road. You know, so you can't really, you know, guys like Triple G, I never liked Golovkin. I just sensed something different about the guy. And then once I seen his documentary, I can't remember what it was, but he was back home. It wasn't too long ago. It's probably about, I said this documentary probably about 2 years ago, you know, based off of, you know, at the time it was during the, you know, he was already a champion and everything. So he was back home, and based off of his demeanor, his body language when he's back home is totally different than how he portrayed himself here in America. You know, he portrays himself here in America as this guy who don't speak English. He's real mild-mannered, soft-spoken. But when he was at home, you saw an arrogance about him. He seemed real arrogant, almost bully-like. You know, I get that type of vibe from guys like Triple G. And he even mentioned before that he was a bully when he was younger. And I felt that when he was back at home, you know, in the gym with the young kids and everything. I just felt that he had that real arrogant, bully-like vibe to him. You know, the persona that he put out in the public is just totally false. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not about to sit here and deflame his character. Nothing like that. That's just what I noticed about the guy. I don't think he is what people think he is. I mean, just look how he's treating his peoples that help him get to where he's at. You know, but Triple G, what he probably did in camp, he probably couldn't do the program. He's 38 years old. You know what I'm saying? He's older now. He probably at a certain point where he ain't trying to hear nobody tell him what to do. You know, he's probably really hard to deal with. You know, maybe the younger Golovkin is a little bit more humble. You know, the one before he got the big $1 million paydays and all that. Maybe he was a lot more humble. But this Triple G now, money changes people. And you never truly know who a man is until he touched down on some real money. I'm talking about some real money. You know what I'm saying? You never truly know. You know what I'm saying? But Triple G, you know, he got Jonathan Banks in his corner now. I honestly feel that Jonathan Banks is going to get let go soon. I don't think Jonathan Banks I don't think it's going to work out. Even after his last fight, he took a picture with everybody but Jonathan Banks. He left the black guy out. It looked funny to me. You know what I'm saying? Triple G maybe his fans and everybody see it now, but I've been preaching about this guy for years. I was labeled a racist. I was labeled a hater, all types of shit. And I was trying to tell people, like, dude, he ain't what you think he is. He's been match-made perfectly. You know what I'm saying? He's fighting these guys he's supposed to beat. He's getting all these accolades and praise for shit that he really ain't doing. You know, he got all these title defenses for defending a regular belt, and then they continued his title defenses on with the real belt. And then he got elevated so many times. He's the most elevated champion of all time. There's all kinds of bullshit that comes with Triple G, as well as Canelo Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? And everything ain't what it's seen with them guys. I'm not really falling for the bullshit. But yeah, man, Triple G got kicked out of the SNAC program. They try to dress it up to make it look like, make it look real nice. It's rumored that he has a calf injury, so that's probably why the Camille Zameda fight been held up. But who really gives a fuck about that fight anyway? Triple G is rumored to be facing Canelo in September, but we're going to see how all this plays out. I think Triple G's just really in it for the money at this point. He don't really care about his fans. He don't care about any of that. All that Mexican style stuff was just propaganda. If you look at him now, he's out in public. He can't even speak English no fucking more. He forgot how to speak English all of a sudden. Now he got to translate. He don't even respect us enough. He's in our country making all this money. He don't even respect us enough to speak our language to the best of his abilities. So that's what I don't like about a lot of these foreign boxers too. A lot of the guys in the UFC encourages these guys to learn to speak English. Then it comes to find out you see people like Valentina Shevchenko speaking 3 or 4 languages at a post-fight interview, speaking Spanish, English, and Polish. You know what I'm saying? They encourage their fighters to speak English, learn how to speak English. Now, guys like Jose Aldo, he's the king of Rio. So, you know what I'm saying? But the Brazilians are different. But a lot of those guys, they learn how to speak English. Because you got to. You got to learn how to connect with the audience where you fighting at. Triple G, he said, fuck America, fuck the English. I'm not speaking none of that shit. I'll have my translator do all that for me. I forgot how to speak the shit. Now I don't want to talk to you media guys no more. Fuck y'all. That's the vibe I get from Triple G. But yeah, man, it is what it is. Nobody cares about his fight with Camille Zameda. It's a fight that he's really pushing for. It's just an easy fight for the 38-year-old Golovkin. This is what he's been doing his whole career. But what more could you really expect from Golovkin at this point? Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.